Hello guys, I'm Dr. Monisha. Welcome to Chain Reaction Anatomy. So today we'll be seeing a chain reaction. Okay, one question leading on to another. Sappy's plexus drains. Okay, you all have heard of Sappy's plexus. Okay, Sappy's plexus is a lymphatic. Okay, is a lymphatic plexus draining your breast. Okay, lymphatic plexus draining your breast. The lymphatic drainage of breast is so important because you have metastasis of the CA breast happening mostly through the lymphatic channels. Okay, so we'll lead on to the next question. Sappy's plexus, Sappy's lymphatic. Now that you have known Sappy's is a lymphatic plexus draining your breast, Sappy's lymphatic plexus drains into which lymph nodes? Okay, as you can see from this picture, Sappy's lymphatic plexus drains into anterior axillary group of lymph nodes. You all know axillary lymph nodes have anterior group, posterior group, lateral group, central group. Okay, Sappy's lymphatic plexus drains into the anterior group. Now we will go on to the next question. The lymphatics pierces dash to reach the apical group of lymph nodes. Now you see this lymphatic plexus is draining into the anterior axillary group of lymph nodes, which in turn drains into the central group of lymph nodes. The central group of lymph nodes will drain into delta pectoral group of lymph nodes, and they pierce the fascia here. And they pierce the fascia here to drain into apical group of lymph nodes. What is the fascia? Where the lymphatics are piercing to reach the apical group of lymph nodes. It is nothing but the clavipectoral fascia. It is nothing but the clavipectoral fascia. Now we'll move on to the next question. The upper part of the clavipectoral fascia extends from clavicle to which muscle? Here we can see the clavipectoral fascia from the clavicle to the axillary fascia, and you can see it is enclosing two muscles. It is enclosing subclavius muscle and then it is enclosing pectoralis minor. So from the clavicle enclosing the subclavius, it then proceeds on to reach the pectoralis minor muscle, and it encloses the pectoralis minor muscle and continues further to reach the axillary fascia to create the dome of the axilla. So which is the muscle? Pectoralis minor muscle. So moving on to the next question. What's the insertion of pectoralis minor muscle? The pectoralis minor muscle is inserted into which process of the scapula? It is inserted into the coracoid process of the scapula. Now your question is, what is the other muscle that gets its origin from the coracoid process of the scapula? That you should find. So we will move on to the next question. What kind of epiphysis is a coracoid process? Coracoid process, at first it was an independent standalone bone. It was not attached to the scapula. In the evolutionary process, in the origin, it was a standalone and independent bone. Later on, it gets united with the scapula. So, because it was first an independent bone, it comes under atavistic epiphysis. Okay. Coracoid process is an example for atavistic epiphysis because at first it was a separate bone. Later on it gets united with the scapula. Okay, what is the other example for atavistic epiphysis? The posterior tubercle of the talus is an atavistic epiphysis. Later on gets fused with the talus. Okay guys, thank you.